Warm welcome to today's second session, Renewables. CLT is delighted to be a sponsor of this year's Cleantech Innovate and especially pleased to see so many familiar faces. CLT was established in 2006 specifically to support the commercialisation of clean technologies. And it's our pleasure to be working with the Department for Energy and Climate Change to coordinate commercialisation support services for the Energy Entrepreneurs Fund. Within the industry, there have been several significant positive changes in market drivers for clean tech over the last 8 years. For example, energy expenditure has become a growing share of operational costs, and most companies now have formal strategies to manage the different sources of energies they use. There has been increasing business focus on sustainability, which has influenced how industry leadership is measured. We now have league tables comparing sustainable performance within many diverse sectors of the economy. Long-term carbon costs and shadow pricing is now factored into investment decisions of major companies, and low-carbon operation is becoming part of their license to operate. Governments have sought to encourage energy efficiency and change the energy mix to meet future carbon commitments, security of supply, and environmental objectives. There is a recognition that low carbon and clean technology can be a proxy for lower costs and reduced resource while maintaining comfort levels and allowing industrial and business growth, doing more with less. Put together, this opens up new opportunities for competition and operational advantage for renewable and distributed energy generation. One key observation is that there is no one right answer to energy provision. The future is going to consist of a diverse set of solutions at both the industrial and micro scales on both supply and demand side. Over the 8 years that CLT has been working with clean tech entrepreneurs and ventures, we have helped ventures with commercial plans, including business strategy, market engagement, fundraising support for over 170 ventures, half of them in the renewables sector. If we draw lessons from the portfolio of companies we have worked with, indicators of success have been focus, developing a solution for one application and one user group first. Market-led, building solutions to solve someone's specific problem, understanding all the requirements of all the user groups. Test, test, and test again. Having a test plan with clear objectives of what needs to be demonstrated at each stage, getting as many hours on the clock as early as possible from good reference sites. Efficient money. Careful and selective targeting of investors so you're not wasting their time or yours. Seeking alternatives to equity funding such as project or partner financing. Route to market. Proactively choosing partners who can scale and knowing very clearly what they will provide, not partnering just because they happen to have been there. And people, identifying and drawing in the skills and expertise you need as early as possible. Decarbonising the energy supply is a big challenge. For example, the Committee on Climate Change recommended a target for electricity supply in 2030 of 50 grams of carbon dioxide per kilowatt hour, compared to today's 440 grams of carbon dioxide per kilowatt hour. How are we going to achieve this? There are many approaches to the challenge of decarbonising the energy supply and creating a smarter, low-carbon, low-cost energy system. We have a number of potential solutions presenting here today, and it's my pleasure to hand over to the 10 renewables finalists covering solar, marine energy, biomass, waste to energy, and nuclear fusion. We all look forward to hearing your presentations and how you plan to contribute to the future of energy provision.